Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Showbiz Korea. Welcome to another exciting edition of our program. We have some K-entertainment news waiting for you, and we're going to focus on Korean movies this time. Now, first off, we have news about the 50th Daejong Film Festival. Let's take a look.
The 50th Daejong Film Festival, which is a prominent event for all film lovers, will take place in the city of Suwon. Nam Kung-won, the president of the Korean Filmmakers Association, Yeom Tae-young, the mayor of Suwon, actor Lee Byung-jun, and the 2013 Miss Korea attended the agreement ceremony, which was held at Suwon City Hall. The Daejong Film Festival was held in Anyang in 2011, and this is the second time the event will be held outside of Seoul. However, the exact location has not been decided yet. Through this agreement ceremony, the opening ceremony of the Daejong Film Festival, red carpet events, movie premieres, and other additional events will be held in Suwon.
우리가 이번에 한세기 정말 50회 대종상 해가지고 전 영화인들 굉장히 기대가 큽니다. 행사하는데 굉장히 좀 멋있게 하지 않을까 그렇게 기대를 해봅니다.
The 50th Daejong Film Festival will commence on October 25, 2013. Actor Lee Jong-won recently started a kimchi making business. So let's take a look at how this actor is spreading his love. Actor Lee Jong-won got together with fellow celebrities like Yoo Tae-young and Chun-ja, and approximately 100 volunteers partook in this kimchi sharing event. Lee Jong-won wore an apron, put on a pair of rubber gloves, and personally made kimchi with a special seasoning. He is currently showing off his acting abilities through the drama Goddess of Fire, Chung-hee. We will keep an eye out on his future activities.
In just a bit, we will take you to the showcase of the animation movie Epic, which was dubbed by 2AM member Jung Jin-woon and Kara member Han Seung-yeon. You can get the details on the new movie Pluto on this week's Showbiz Theater.
Welcome back, everyone. I will now take you to the voice dubbing event of the movie Epic. This is a 3D fantasy animation movie, and some top K-pop stars tried out voice acting for the first time. I'm thinking of Kara's Han Seung-yeon and also 2AM's 정진운. Let's go meet the stars at the showcase of this movie.
The Korean version of the family animation movie Epic was dubbed by 2AM member Jung Jin-woon and Kara member Han Seung-yeon. Let's meet the talented stars right now.
마지막으로 오른쪽 봐주시죠.
안녕하세요, 아리랑 TV 시청자 여러분.
에픽 숲속의 전설의 MK 역을 맡은 카라 한승연.
노드 역할을 맡은 2AM 정진운입니다.
This is a 3D fantasy animation movie, and Epic tells a story of an ongoing battle between the forces of good, who keep the natural world alive, and the forces of evil, who wish to destroy it. We were curious about what roles singer Han Seung-yeon and Jung Jin-woon did the dubbing for.
에픽 숲속의 전설에서 MK 역할을 맡았습니다. MK는 좀 상처도 있지만 기본적으로 되게 활발하고요. 모험심이 강한 그런 소녀예요.
노드라는 역할을 맡았고요. 숲속을 지키는 리프맨 안에서 굉장히 자유분방하고 되게 정의로운 그런 역할을 맡았습니다.
It was Han Seung-yeon and Jung Jin-woon's first time doing dubbing, and we're sure they experienced a lot of hardships. Though it's their first time dubbing, they did a great job. We heard that the two received advice from the members in their groups, 2AM and Kara.
더빙이라는 걸 어떻게 뉘앙스라든지 말투를 어떻게 해야 될지 전혀 모르겠어서 물어봤더니 네가 원래 얘기하던 거에서 훨씬 오버해서 얘기를 해야 된다라고 말을 해주는데 사실 감이 안 오더라고요. 근데 막상 해보니까 이래서 좀 오버를 해야 된다라고 했구나라고 딱 알겠더라고요.
네, 저는 규리 씨가 먼저 더빙을 했는데 그 애니메이션이 이제 늑대가 달려가면서 생기는 이야기, 모험 이야기예요. 네. 그 캐릭터가 사람이 아니고 늑대다 보니까 이게 약간 이런 소리도 있고
네.
대부분 시간의 80%를 달리기를 하는 씬이었다고 해요. 그래서
힘들겠다.
말보다 호흡 소리가 더 많은 애니메이션이었다고 되게 민망했다고 그러더라고요. 근데 저는 사람이라서 다행입니다.
네.
Many say that the chemistry with the other person is difficult to have when they do dubbing. It's the first time for these two singers, but they seem to get along perfectly. We heard that there were many ups and downs for the two to achieve such great chemistry.
연기임에도 불구하고 서로 눈을 맞추면서 호흡을 한 게 없어요. 그래서 서로가 목소리만 들으면서 굉장히 집중을 했었기 때문에 약간 그런 게 좀 색달랐던 것 같아요.
상대방은 영어로 말을 하고
그쵸.
네, 나는 한국말로 이야기를 하고 네, 이런 게 굉장히 또 어려웠던 것 같아요. 또 영어랑 한국말이랑 이런 흐름이 조금 다르잖아요. 음들이. 그래서 그런 부분이 약간 어렵기도 했지만 네, 그래도 너무 재밌는 애니메이션이다 보니까 저도 집중해서 할 수 있었던 것 같아요.
저는 조금 어렵겠지만 좀 이렇게 그 목소리의 중저음 톤을 많이 살린 좀 이렇게 진중한 캐릭터를 한번 맡아보고 싶어요. 이렇게 좀 재밌고 발랄하고 좀 이렇게 목소리도 하이톤을 많이 쓰는 캐릭터도 너무 재밌었는데 과연 그 반대로 굉장히 진중한 캐릭터라면 어떤 기분일까, 어떤 느낌일까 하는 좀 궁금증이 생기네요.
네, 요즘 또 한국 애니메이션이 굉장히 여러 장르로 멋있는 것들이 많이 나오고 있잖아요. 한국 애니메이션에 제가 처음으로 색깔을 입히는 그런 거를 할 수 있는 기회가 된다면 정말 재미있을 것 같아요.
Han Seung-yeon and 정진운 chose different good scenes from the animation movie Epic. Shall we find out which ones were good?
명장면은 아무래도 굉장히 시원시원한 액션 장면들이 아닐까 싶어요. 네, 아무래도
네, 맞아요.
숲을 지키는 자들과 망가뜨리려는 자들이 안에서 이제 이루어지는 이야기들이기 때문에 3D 자체가 굉장히 눈에 잘 들어와요. 네, 그렇기 때문에 그런 점들을 이렇게 별 부담감 없이, 불편함 없이 이렇게 즐기실 수 있을 것 같아요.
에픽이 숲속의 전설이잖아요. 네, 숲속의 전설이라는 이야기인데 아무래도 그러다 보니까 어린 시절을 갖고 있었던 그런 상상들 있잖아요. 뭐 저 숲속에는 요정이 살고 있을 거야 라든지 뭐 날개 달린 요정들이 날아다니고 뭐 이런 상상을 한 번씩 해본 적이 있으실 것 같은데 너무 예쁜 장면들이 많아요. 네, 막 뭐 꽃도 나오고 뭐 풀들이 막 자라나고 이런 예쁜 장면들이 많은데요. 보시면서 정말 상상하신 그대로 보실 것 같아요. 네, 아리랑 TV 시청자 여러분, 지금까지 카라의 한승연,
2AM 정진운이었습니다. 감사합니다.
If you want to learn more about the beautiful forest, then don't miss the animation movie Epic, which was dubbed by singers Han Seung-yeon and Junun. We hope they'll do their best in their future activities. Learn more about students who experience pain, torture, and competition over college admissions.
Okay, welcome back everyone. We are now going to focus on a movie. Showbiz Theater is coming up, and to help us out, we have our movie expert, Jason, in the studio. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited too. How are you today?
I'm very well. How about you?
I'm excited. Last week we talked about the movie Cold Eyes.
Right, and it's doing very popular in the Korean box office. Sailed past 1 million admissions over the weekend. And I think it's going to do very well in the coming days and weeks ahead.
Yeah, probably going to be very, very successful. Now, this week we are going to focus on another movie. Which one?
We're going to talk about Pluto, which is a very different movie. It's an independent film by Shin Soo-won, but critics have loved it, including myself. And it won an award at the Berlin International Film Festival back in February. And I'm very excited about talking about this movie today.
All right, sounds good. A quality movie prepared for our viewers. Let's take a look.
This isn't a teen film, but Pluto shows the process of finding the truth behind a murder case, and it criticizes the education system through its mystery plotline. The movie Pluto is a story of the extreme elite high school seniors who are prepared to go to any length in order to gain entry into prestigious universities, and asks what could possibly turn an innocent boy into a monster. The students are only 19 years old, so what could have happened to them?
All right, so today we'll be focusing on the movie Pluto. I actually heard that it was already in the spotlight even prior to its release.
Yeah, absolutely. When I saw it in Busan, the Busan Film Festival last year, it was last October, it was creating a real buzz. Everyone was talking about it. When I met critics, they were talking about this film.
Yeah.
It was my favorite film of the festival.
Okay.
People trying to get tickets for the film were finding it very difficult because everyone wanted to see this film.
And international film festivals are also, giving this movie many positive reviews.
Sure, it won an award at the Berlin Film Festival, won a special mention in the Generation 14 Plus section, and it also won an award at the Florence Korean Film Festival. It was also invited to various other film festivals around the world, including the Edinburgh Film Festival in the UK just last month.
Quite amazing. Now, watching the movie, I heard you were telling me you had goosebumps and you had this emotional kind of reaction. What was it all about?
Yeah, when I came out of the film, I had these kind of goosebumps, and I get that when I see a fantastic film.
Okay.
And the film just left me completely engaged throughout, and I love the way it explores this kind of cutthroat competition.
Student competition for university admissions, right?
Right, and it does it in a very kind of clever way. There's a kind of narrative going on, a compelling narrative. So it's not a kind of a realist film in that sense, but it does look at the cutthroat competition in Korean education.
And sometimes also students, having to give up on their dreams, things like this.
Yeah, and it's a very, very bold film, and I think it comes from the experience of the director, who was a teacher for some years.
Now, for me, when I first heard about the movie Pluto, I didn't really understand the title, but after watching the movie itself, you kind of understand why the director named it Pluto.
Yeah, it's got a metaphorical meaning, so a very, very clever way of naming the movie, but it's also a very clever film throughout.
Perfect. All right, so I guess the viewers will fully comprehend the title once they watch the movie.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Now, about the director. Now, it's a woman, basically, and you met her a few times.
Yeah, I first met Shin Soo-won in Busan last year at the film festival where her film Pluto was showing, and she's a very, very lovely lady, and I was very excited to meet her and very excited to talk about her film.
Yeah.
And I've met her once or twice since. So.
Tell us about her past. She was a teacher?
Right, she was a teacher for 10 years, I think.
Wow.
And one of the biggest roles of a director when you're making a movie is to do the research, especially if you're basing on a true story.
That's right.
And so she's basing the story from her experiences. And I thought it was really interesting, and so I think she brings a great insight into the film.
And since she was a teacher, I guess that's probably why she was focusing on a movie with students, with dreams and competition for exams, things like this.
Exactly, and her filmography so far is really interesting. She won an award at the Cannes Film Festival for her short film Circle Line last year, which is a tremendous short that follows a guy who's recently lost his job, and he travels on the subway. And it's beautifully shot, much like this film.
All right, quite exciting, I guess. Now, enough about the director. Now, I want to talk about the actors a little bit, and maybe you can give us some details. Now, we have several people. We have to talk about actress Kim Kut-bi. She actually played a role in the movie Breathless.
Yeah, right. Kim Kut-bi is a very famous actress in the kind of Korean indie scene. She's been in a number of films.
So we have her. We also have actor Sung-joon, who starred in the drama Cool Family Book.
Yes.
And we also have Lee Dae-wit, right?
Lee Dae-wit, he plays the lead. He plays...
he's the main character.
Yeah, he plays Jun, the main character, the student who comes across as quite normal at first, but then he grows increasingly hostile. And I really liked his character because on the one hand you feel a lot of sympathy for him and the situation he's in. He's in this very prestigious high school, he wants to succeed, his mother's doing all she can to earn money to pay for his tuition fees.
And he's from a wealthy family, or?
No, he's not from a wealthy family, but this school is for elite students, and so his mum's having to do everything to try and fund money for his education. But at the same time, he's having to compete with all these students from very wealthy families. So it's very difficult for him, and then he grows increasingly hostile as the film goes along, to the point where he's a kind of a terrorist. But you do feel sympathy for him as the film progresses, and that's one of the things I liked about his character.
What about the other actors in the movie?
Well, Kim Ko-bi, she's a great actress. She's always able to show diversity and depth into her roles, and she plays Soo-jin in this film. And she has got a lot of animosity towards these students who are very almost barbaric in the way that they go around and try to get into these kind of elite clubs.
And I think she reveals some secrets in the movie.
Right, she's very good at IT, so she's able to hack into the CCTV system on the school, and she's able to kind of show to the other students what these other students are doing. And then she gets caught out, and then she has to pay the price, unfortunately, for that.
What about Sung-joon?
Sung-joon, he plays another very complex character. He comes from a very rich background. His parents are in America, so you see his house. It's a very nice house. But his father used to beat him to make him study, and so he has a lot of issues. At first, he comes across as a very a bad student. He bullies a lot of students around. But as the film progresses, you get to see another side to him. That the audience will sympathise with.
He has some inner scars.
Very much so.
All right, so I guess now we know more about the cast.
Yeah, and definitely keep an eye out for these actors and actresses in the future, because I think they're going to go on to do very great things.
All right, sounds good. Now, Jason, you talked to the director, and I'm actually quite curious about, the making of the movie. Did you hear about any fun episodes?
Well, I actually did hear that the main actor, Jo Sung-hwa, he actually wanted to be in this movie. I think he read the script, and he did it based not on any guarantee, and so
no payment.
No payment, and so you often get that with independent films.
It's a low budget.
Yeah, low budget, so you get more well-established actors. They want to be part of the film, but obviously the company can't pay as much money as a commercial film would, so they often kind of either slash their payment completely, or they give it a big cut.
I think it's great to see that actors don't always move, where the money is.
Right. It's a testament to his character as an actor as well. He doesn't just go for kind of big commercial films.
Yeah, sure.
You often get that here in Korea. You often get big actors playing kind of roles in independent films too.
So maybe focusing more on the meaning and the message of the movie, and if they like it, then they'll take part.
Yeah, and I think that's really, really important for the industry.
Yeah, now we don't want to give away the whole movie, but I know that at the end, there's a very emotional ending song. So we're gonna listen to it just a little bit. Why don't you enjoy? So the ending song is somewhat like a symphony. It has a depressing part, and it's majestic in a way too.
Yeah, sure. It's a song called "A Dream in Park" by a band called Sanurim, and apparently the director heard it in a pub many years ago. She liked it and wanted to use it in a film. once she started making movies. So that's why it's in the end of the film. So it's reflected on her past when she was listening to music.
Yeah, and I think it's a great selection, actually, a great choice for the viewers. It really conveys the emotions and all the sentiments and all the movie.
Yeah, and it's a really, really nice song. I think it's the perfect song to end a great, great film.
Perfect. Now, talking about the movie, Pluto, the title. We're not going to give out all the details, but tell us why it's called Pluto.
Okay, many of our viewers will know that Pluto is a planet.
It's a planet.
Is a planet. There's some debate as to whether it actually is a planet. I think back in 2006, it was deemed that it wasn't a planet rather than a dwarf planet.
A dwarf planet,
yeah,
a new category.
A new category. I think it's based on its size and its distance from the sun. There are also a number of other kind of dwarf planets around. And I think it's a kind of a metaphor for some of the students in this movie.
What, they're marginalized?
Yeah, like the whole system is based on grades and trying to get into a system. And there are students that inevitably don't fall into that criteria, but that doesn't mean they deserve not to be there. It's just that they may not be able to get the grades that they want, but they're good in something else. And so I think it's a great metaphor for the whole education system.
I think it's a good choice as well, Pluto. I guess we'll have to leave it there for today, and we don't want to give too much away about the movie. Now, next week we're going to have another film to introduce. Which one?
We're going to talk about Mr. Go. Now, Mr. Go is a massive Korean film in terms of its budget, but also in terms of its kind of scale.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a landmark film in terms of the visual effects. It's directed by Kim Jong-won, who's made films such as Take Off and 200 Pounds Beauty, and I'm very, very excited to talk about it next week.
Sounds good, everyone. So we'll have another edition of Showbiz Theater prepared for you. Jason, thank you very much once again for coming in. Thank you very much. All right, welcome back, everyone. It is now time for me to answer one of your questions. We received a question on Twitter. Hello, let me see. Hi guys, I'm Nura. Can you tell me everything about my star, my love, Kwon Sang-woo? I love him. Yes, of course, I can give you some details, and I'm sure you're probably not the only one, Nura. We probably have many people also wanting to know more about Kwon Sang-woo. Let me give you some more details. Actor Kwon Sang-woo debuted through the 2001 drama A Delicious Proposal, but he gained a lot of fame and became a top Korean wave star through the hit drama Stairway to Heaven. I think many foreign fans got to know more about actor Kwon Sang-woo through this hit drama. Last year, he made a comeback after a long break through the drama Taemul Big Thing, where he played a delinquent and odd prosecutor. People could see a new side of actor Kwon Sang-woo through this drama. He also recently played a double role in the drama Yawang and also acted alongside world star Jackie Chan in the movie Chinese Zodiac.
Let us know your comments, your curiosities, and your questions. Remember, Showbiz Korea is your show.
Now, Kwon Sang-woo will soon star in a medical drama called Medical Top Team, and he will be playing the role of an actor. We can definitely look forward to his transformation. The drama will start airing here in Korea in October. Let's be patient. All right, everyone, thank you very much for listening to the program and staying with us until the end. We'll be back very soon with some more updates. If you have any questions, feel free. Please send them in on Twitter, on Facebook, and also on arirangtv.com/Showbiz Korea. Tomorrow, we'll be back with a 1-hour special edition. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.